The weather is gross. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd film a little evening routine for you. Nothing particularly exciting is happening this evening. I was just at work having a very typical day and I thought, you know what, it'd be quite nice whilst Christian's at work to have a bit of fun and just film my regular everyday evening routine after work. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you today. The weather outside is miserable, as you can probably tell from my hair. I've just walked back from the train station. I was really ill yesterday, so today was a very chill day at work, which was nice because I could just catch up on some emails and it was quite slow paced, so I think the same will follow on this evening. But most of my evenings do fall into a kind of pattern or routine, so I thought it'd just be nice to kind of capture it. I love watching these, I'm super nosy. So to start off, every evening I get home at about 6:15 and sometimes I'll go to the gym, but that hasn't happened in a very long time. And when the weather's like this and I'm just not really feeling it, I don't go. So I haven't been. I've just come straight home, so it's now 6:15 and whilst I'm still up, energetic-ish, and my mind is still in action, I'm going to whiz around the house really quick and just pick up some bits from the chaos that was last night and this morning, because me and Christian like to stay in bed for as long as possible, so it means when we get up it is a manic rush, so I just tend to come home and kind of pick up the destruction that we made this morning. So that is what I'm going to do first. I always like to start with the lounge first because it is my favourite room of the house, if you didn't already know. As you can see, I've recently done some washing and we have recently got some deliveries in. So the chaos has already started, but I'm just going to whiz around the room really quick and just pick up whatever I can. So lounge is done and the kitchen isn't actually that bad. There is some mess from pizza yesterday and the draining board is pretty busy, but we tend to just grab from the draining board whatever we need. We never really clear it. We're one of those people. Sorry if that cringes you out. But kitchen's not that bad today because I think I cleaned most of it up this morning when I was making my smoothie. So it's just upstairs. So I actually managed to do a dark wash yesterday, which I'm really happy about because it was a little bit sunny, so it dried pretty quick. That's one thing in this house, like washing takes ages to dry. And it's June and it's still miserable, so I was very lucky to get that in, so I'm just going to put that away. There's also like some snack bits from where I was ill and also just other bits on the floor that I'm just going to chuck where it needs to go. So bedroom is now done. It's not perfect, but no one's coming around, so I don't really mind. It's just more for me than anyone else. Interesting fact, I never make my bed. Me and Christian just aren't those people. I don't really see the point in spending all that energy making your bed to then just mess it up in the evening. So we just leave it how it is, and then we cozy back into our little nest at the end of the day. That may be gross, but just keeping it real. We were actually away last weekend at Bournemouth, down in Bournemouth, where I'm from. I'm just going to pop you down, you're really heavy. Well, isn't this cute? Yeah, we were actually down in Bournemouth last weekend, hence why I did a wash yesterday. And we are actually away this weekend at one of my really good friends' wedding, which I'm very excited about. So I'm actually just going to shove on another wash, just so I can say that it's out the way and I don't have to think about it over the weekend. I usually, another little gross fact for you, I usually don't separate the washing. I usually just do all of the colours together. It's only if I have a really big wash, like 2 weeks worth, like I'm having this time, where I will split off the whites and the colours. I'll show you a little sneaky hack that I have if you do the same. But yeah, if there's just not enough washing to fill 2 loads of washing, I just shove it all in one. I feel like it just saves energy and water as well and takes a lot less time, so that's another little gross fact for you there. I actually did do it once though with one of my mum's jumpers and it did come out a bit blue. So maybe don't do it unless all the clothes you have are like old, because new items tend to bleed colours a bit easier. I'm going to go put that one down. I also actually just forgot to mention, every time before I do the wash, I have to do a little scavenger hunt because I'm just going to shame Christian here, sorry. But he doesn't put his items, like his clothes, his dirty clothes, in the wash, so I have to do a little treasure hunt to go find them, which you usually do find. They're usually just in a pile by the bathroom, so it's not that big of a deal. But like yesterday he mentioned that he spilt green highlighter down a white t-shirt, so I had to go find that just to make sure it was in there. So girlfriend points for me. So these are my hacks. I'm sure you've all seen them before, but they are just the Dylon colour catchers. They're £3.50 for 40 sheets, and all you do is you grab a little sheet from in there and you pop it in your wash, and it comes out some funky grey colour sometimes, where it just catches all of the colours that have leaked from your clothes. So that's what I do, just to shove in there with my wash. If you're a student and you don't want to have like a huge energy bill, or like have to pay multiple times on the laundry machine if you have to pay for it like I did in first year, these are a lifesaver. £3.50 for 40 washes, and you don't have to worry about your clothes bleeding into each other, which is great. And now it is my favourite time of the evening. I get to flop down on the sofa. Fabulous. I do this every day, and I watch some Netflix and wait until Love Island comes on, and it's bloody great. If you're wondering about dinner, today I actually worked from one of the venues that provides us with staff food at 4-ish, 4:04. So I'm not hugely hungry. I had a nice chicken curry. And in terms of Christian, he doesn't usually get home until 7:15 if he's on time, or if he's working late he'll get back from anything from like 8:30 to midnight, so we usually eat separately anyway. If we are eating the same thing, it's usually because I'll cook something in bulk and then he'll just have some of it when he gets home. Unlike yesterday when he knew he was going to be home on time, so he could buy something from the shop and we could eat together, which was really nice. But yeah, I'm not hugely hungry today, so I'm not going to be cooking anything too fancy. If anything, I'll probably just have a soup because it's one of those grey days and I think that would be really cosy in front of the TV. But yeah, this is why the lounge is just my favourite room, because I spend pretty much all my time in here. If I could, I would. So yeah, that's where we're at with the food situation. And yeah, we kind of take it in turns to cook, not necessarily like, oh, I cooked last night so you have to cook this night, but we both do kind of an equal share. I will say though that Christian is much better at cooking than me. I tend to throw stuff together and swap out ingredients if I don't have them and kind of stray from recipes, whereas Christian doesn't even really need a recipe. He's got very good taste buds. He can just kind of tell what it needs and it always comes out great, which is very frustrating for me because I'm very competitive, but it is really nice to have a boyfriend who can cook. So yeah, I'm just going to chill now and wait for him to come home. So it's now like 9:20 and I'm watching Love Island and I bloody love it. I literally count down every evening and get all cozy and have all my snacks ready for Love Island. Christian always says he's not watching it, but he secretly is. He got home at about 7:30, maybe more towards 8 o'clock actually. And I had some avocado on toast and we just chatted, caught up on our days. He fell off his boosted board, which wasn't too great, but yeah, he's upstairs now playing some video games and watching some YouTube videos and stuff, and I'm just down here watching Love Island with all my snacks. But yeah, this is a very typical thing that me and Christian do. We tend to get home, catch up, and then do our own thing for a bit and then join back up when it's bedtime, which works quite well. So it is now 8:10. Love Island has just finished. PJs are on, messy bun is up, and teeth are brushed. It's time to get into bed and I'm very excited about it. Oh, it's very orange. I've just got my fairy lights on. I always put them on before bed. I just feel like it's the right lighting to kind of set the tone for sleep. But this part usually varies. I'll either watch some YouTube videos or read a book. My current book is Splinter the Silence. It's by Val McDermid and I'm halfway through it and I really like it. It's about it's kind of like a crime thriller. It's about this guy that goes around like framing women to look like they've committed suicide, and these women have all spoken out about feminist rights or whatever, and it's all about the police team that get put together, like the detectives and stuff, to find this guy. It's quite slow, like not that much has happened yet and I am halfway through it, so I'm sticking with it a little bit, but I am really enjoying it. And then usually I yell at Christian to come give me a hug before he goes, well, before I go to bed, because I usually go to bed about 10:30 and he'll stay up till like 1 or 2 sometimes. but it's really nice to fall asleep with a full double bed to yourself, so I don't mind. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's vlog. I also wanted to make another Grace person confession because, well, we've already had like 3 or 4 today. I don't take my makeup off before I go to bed. If you look very closely, you'll see I still have mascara on. To be fair, the only makeup I put on is concealer and mascara, but I just usually am so exhausted by the time bedtime comes around. I just kind of crawl in and then fall asleep and just take off my makeup in the morning. I know it's really bad and that it goes against like every makeup / beauty / skincare person word ever. But I just really can't be bothered. Just keeping it real with you guys. I don't take my makeup off before bed. Sorry. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this chill evening routine, then please give this a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every Sunday, so hopefully I'll see you next week.